the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. These pizza-loving crime fighters have had so many different incarnations and reboots over the years. I've completely lost count at this point. Who knows, maybe I'll get a reboot next and I'll get replaced by Tom Holland. But pretty soon we'll get another reboot of the franchise, as Point Grey Pictures is developing a fully CGI animated movie for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So in this video I'm going to be fan casting the characters for this reboot. I'm going to be sharing who I want to voice the characters in the movie. So the characters I'm going to be casting are Leonardo, Donatello, Raphael, Michelangelo, along with April O'Neil, Casey Jones, Master Splinter, and Shredder. So let's not waste any more time. If you enjoy the video, make sure to subscribe to the channel, and let's begin. So let's begin with Leonardo. He's a strong-willed and heroic warrior who will protect his family at all costs. Yeah, he's stern and serious at times, but he does it for the benefits of his family. And for this role, I chose Cody Christian. He voices Cloud Strife in the English dub for Final Fantasy VII Remake, a game that I am nowhere near completing yet. Still got a lot to go. But regardless, Cody would do a great job at leaning into the stern and serious side of the character. Being stern and serious are things that he does really well when he plays Cloud. And TMNT is known to be a pretty gritty franchise at times, and Final Fantasy VII is a pretty dark and gritty game, and Cloud is at the forefront of that game.
This is a one-time gig. When it's done, we're done.
Cloud is a badass character with an edge to him, and Cody really knows how to provide those aspects. And he could also bring that edge to Leonardo and make him a badass. He really knows how to portray that no-nonsense energy that Leonardo always has. So yeah, I think he would be great for the role. Next up is Donatello. Donatello acts like a know-it-all sometimes, but he loves his family, and he still knows how to have fun. And he's really passionate about what he loves, that being science of course. And for Donatello, I chose Naji Jeter. He voices Miles in Spider-Man Miles Morales, and a big part of what makes that game work for me is Naji's performance as Miles. He really shows his capabilities as an actor in that role. Miles is presented with many qualities that fit Donatello very well. He's geeky, he's passionate for science, and he has a good heart.
Thanks. Beautiful work, by the way. Maybe leave a little room for the new guy, just in case.
Naji portrays these characteristics very well, and he could definitely apply them to the role of Donatello. Next up is Raphael, and for Raphael I chose Barrett Carnahan. Barrett has a role in season 3 of Cobra Kai. In Cobra Kai, he plays a young John Kreese in war flashbacks. I really like how the writers of the show take this character, Kreese, who's just this cheesy 80s villain, and they add a lot of depth to him, and they show us what he's been through. Barrett's Kreese, although not as evil as Martin Kove's, is shown to be aggressive, and he's shown to be a fighter, and Barrett fits that role very well.
I've been fighting my whole life. That sure as hell scared you.
And who is the most aggressive turtle? Raphael. Now this Kreese has a girlfriend, and he has somebody that he cares about. Now why is this relevant? Because although Raphael is a hot-headed character with a temper, he still loves and cares for his family. Barrett would do a great job at portraying this dark and angry character who still has a very good heart deep down, and that's why he would be a great Raphael. Next up is Michelangelo, and for Michelangelo I chose Cholo Maridueña. Cholo is known for his role as Miguel in Cobra Kai. Yep, another actor from Cobra Kai. Alright, what can I say? I like the show. Throughout the show, Cholo is able to portray the dark and the light within the character. Although Miguel has his share of darker moments, he's genuinely good at his core, and more often than not, he'll do the right thing for the people he cares about. And on top of that, Miguel is someone who will never give up and will always fight for what he believes in. And Cholo does a great job at portraying that.
Look, I don't know where I would be today, or who I would be today, if it wasn't for my sensei.
And he would definitely do a great job at bringing that fun presence that Michelangelo is known to have, while also presenting some depth to the role because of the acting range he's shown to have. Now I'm going to be casting April O'Neil. April has shown bravery as an average person who wants to help the turtles against insane threats. She's a very kind-hearted person who's always willing to help out the turtles. And for this role I chose Haley Steinfeld. She's shown a lot of talent, and also that she's capable of portraying these qualities. She plays Charlie in Bumblebee, and in that movie she helps out when Bumblebee first comes to Earth. In this role she shows she does a great job at portraying compassionate characters who will always help others no matter what kind of danger lies ahead.
You remember, don't you?
And this role, along with her role as Gwen Stacy in Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, show her ability to play brave and heroic characters in a very convincing way.
I'm from another dimension.
I mean, another dimension.
Next up is Casey Jones. Now, I'm basing this choice off of the IDW comics. I'm taking inspiration from those. So, in the IDW iteration of the character, Casey initially has a pretty hard life. He has an abusive father and his mother passed away. However, he keeps fighting and he uses it as a way to escape his tragedies and take his mind off of things. He has a good heart and he's a trustworthy ally to the Turtles. And he also has this constant wise guy persona to him. And for this role, I chose Joe Keery. His role as Steve Harrington in Stranger Things shows he can pull off that sarcastic wise guy personality that Casey Jones has.
Which Star Wars?
One with the teddy bears, duh.
And despite that, he's shown to have a good heart and he always wants to do the right thing. Actually, not always. Steve is someone who can't quite keep out of trouble, just like Casey. Whether he's getting into street fights or he's fighting creatures from the upside down. Anyways, I think he'd be great for the role. Next up is Master Splinter. Now, there's a few different versions of Splinter's origin that he's known to have, depending on which version of TMNT we're dealing with here. And yet again, I'm going with the IDW origin. Essentially, Splinter, formerly known as Hamato Yoshi, along with the Turtles, have been reincarnated from their past lives as a family living centuries ago in Japan. Anyways, above all else, Master Splinter is someone who wants what's best for his sons. He's always providing them with life lessons, and he's always been this wise figure. And for this role, I chose Benedict Wong. He's known for his role as Wong in the MCU. And in Doctor Strange, Wong is a very talented sorcerer, and he's someone who protects the ancient books. In that movie, he's someone Doctor Strange can trust, and he's someone with a very wise presence, and that's what you need to play Splinter.
No one steps foot in this sanctum. No one.
He could take the wise and trustworthy attributes from Wong and apply them to Master Splinter. I think he'd be great. So the final character I'm going to be casting is Shredder. Shredder is a really evil and menacing force with a strong hatred for Splinter. And for this role, I chose Hiroyuki Sanada. He plays Shinjin in The Wolverine. And in that movie, he's able to bring the dark and menacing presence to the role. And these are characteristics that could definitely carry over to the role of Shredder. He does a really great job at portraying that dark anger towards Wolverine.
What kind of monster are you?
And so he would do a great job at portraying that anger towards Splinter, his arch enemy. And also he's Scorpion in the new Mortal Kombat movie.
Get over here!
And he looks pretty dope in that movie. And he sounds really cool as Scorpion, and I can't wait for that movie. So that'll do it for my fan casting. Let me know what you think about my casting in the comment section, and let me know who you'd cast as these characters. I know I haven't made a video in quite a while, and I haven't been consistent, but that is going to change. I do plan on being a lot more consistent on this channel, and I am going to be uploading a lot of content this year. I have a lot of content planned, and a lot of it isn't fancast related, but some of it is. I do plan on making a lot of video essay style content. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to drop a like, subscribe to the channel, and turn notifications on, and I'll see you in the next one.